The criminal activities of NICOLINI law firm continued in 2021 and 2022. Please feel free to pause and read. It was now NICOLINI law's turn to complete its deception. Ryan Naimark and Courtney Madison, 2019 to 2022. April 2021 continued. Throughout 2021, I refused to communicate with the lawyers and the Court of Justice regarding my wrongful dismissal and long-term disability cases due to the false information that were filed against me. It was my right not to communicate, since the information these lawyers provided were not a representation of me or any of my cases if I were involved. Okay, I received emails on the various motions I ignored. Received regular mails on the various motions I ignored. What would you have done? Registered mail came via UPS and FedEx several times. I ignored. Registered mail not delivered were left at the post office, which made several attempts for me to collect. The post office kept sending stuff for me to, just as a reminder that I do have registered mail there, right? But I ignored. About 4 or 5 times within the year 2021, during COVID, the court appointed police, right, to deliver the motions at my house, since they were unsure if I had received them after so many attempts. I did not open the door to anyone that I was not expecting during COVID. Can you imagine what my neighbors were thinking when the police showed up so many times at my house, a black person's house? How humiliating, huh? How would you feel, huh? The legal system was so wrong and being strong with it. Please comment, how would you feel if you were me? Okay, thank you. The lawyers, ADRIAN, NICOLINI, HOSSEIN, MOGHTERDARI, Ryan Naimark, and Courtney Madison, intentions were to confuse my cases. Their confusions were submitted to the Court of Law. But surprisingly, the Court of Law followed through with their deception. Please note, the only statement of claim that I had read and signed was for wrongful dismissal, SAMFIRU TUMARKIN law. The other statements of claim that were submitted to the Court of Law were falsely created by the lawyers and are confusing. And were confusing, I should say. NICOLINI law firm motion and order, court order to be removed from my cases, MANULIFE Insurance Company and Industrial Alliance Bell Mobility. Here again, April 14, 2021, when my cases long-term disability and wrongful dismissal, right, I was denied by NICOLINI law, right? As you can see, I've enlarged it for you. Okay, and it says here, as you know, we have 2 motions pending before the courts to remove ourselves and your lawyers of, I guess it's supposed to be asked, your lawyers of record for your long-term disability claim and your wrongful dismissal litigation as follows. The motion to get off record for the Brampton Superior Court action, Grant versus Manufacturers Life Insurance. That's what it says here, okay? Grant versus Manufacturers Life Insurance, okay? Please feel free to make note of this, all right? It's scheduled to proceed on April 23rd, 2021 at 10 a.m. The motion to get off record for the Toronto Superior Court action, and this is Grant versus Bell Mobility Inc., right, is scheduled to proceed on May 12, 2021 at 10 o'clock. All right? Please make note of these 2. Thank you. I was coerced, as you are aware. NICOLINI law deliberately took both my cases with the intention to do nothing. Both cases were already in process by the following lawyers. Benjamin Law, long-term disability, with an examination for discovery scheduled for August 16, 2019. SAMFIRU TUMARKIN Law, wrongful dismissal with statements of claim and statement of defense, which were completed by July 2019. Okay? How ironic. The email stated, all right, email stated, they are allowing the motion in spite of pandemic circumstances as to not delay your matter any further. Now, they were delaying my cases because of pandemic circumstances, but here, in their favor, right? The court is allowing the motion in spite of pandemic circumstances. Wow. Wow. Okay. Since July 2019, I had to wait 10 months for one day for one of my from one of my 4 cases, which was scheduled for May 2020. Due to the pandemic, it was postponed to September 2020, which was eventually cancelled. I did not hear from NICOLINI Law again until December 2020, insisting on a mediation. I was the one who actually asked for a meeting, okay? And they came on, insisting again on a mediation. NICOLINI Law took my cases and made them their own. They didn't even begin processing the motor vehicle accidents, which made them an accessory to murder. Okay? And as you can see here, April, it says Justice, this is April 23rd, Justice Mundane, short motions on April 23rd, 2021, Grant versus MANULIFE, MANULIFE, I say for short. Okay, Grant versus MANULIFE, for what? Long-term disability? No, definitely not. So again, I ignored. NICOLINI Law found time to have a Zoom conference to remove themselves from my cases, but never had the time to have Zoom conferences regarding my cases during COVID. All right? Really, these people think people don't have sense, eh? No wonder why so many people in this country have mental issues. My God. Courtney here on April 23rd, 21, right? Courtney Madison sent this to me. Hi, Delane. Danielle received notice from the court that they will hear the motion to remove our firm as your lawyers today. They are allowing the motion in spite of pandemic circumstances as to not delay your matter any further. Apologies for any confusion. Please feel free to read the other section. Okay? I can clearly see that this lawyer was not for me. Okay. 2022, a sneak peek. To seal the deal, I was denied by the Ontario Superior Court of Justice. Okay. NICOLINI Law submitted false statement of claim provided by NICOLINI Law, MANULIFE Insurance and Industrial Alliance to the court. NICOLINI Law took the wrongful dismissal claim, rebuildability from SAMFIRU TUMARKIN Law, and did nothing for 2 years, then decided to dismiss my claim. NICOLINI Law and NICOLINI Law then submitted a combined statement of claim for MANULIFE Insurance, Industrial Alliance, and Bell Mobility to the court to further complicate my cases. There were no details provided in the statement of claim on the reasons why Industrial Alliance, long-term disability, was liable. The Ontario Superior Court of Justice ordered that I pay these lawyers who misrepresented my cases and these entities that discriminated against me, I should pay a total of $20,000. NICOLINI Law, had never submitted statement of claim to the Ontario Superior Court of Justice for my two rear-ended motor vehicle accidents. Right? 2 years later, 2021, NICOLINI Law dismissed my cases as if they did not occur. Okay? Please feel free to follow me over to my presentation on the Superior Court of Justice. Okay? This is what Canada system did to me. Talking about this is my situation. Okay? Please feel free to follow me over. Thank you.